is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm finally going to get a chance to review August is Here. Been stupid busy, you know how it is. And so basically I haven't had it. What I've done, which I didn't realize I had this much patience. I just haven't read anything about them, about the new heroes at all, because I want to just have a pure reaction to it. So I just held off. Although in my Discord, in the On for Gaming Discord right now, there are people discussing how powerful Spectre is, and so now I'm really, really curious. I think that was in my Discord. I don't know if it was in my Alliance's Discord or my Discord, but they're discussing it. It's being discussed. So in any case, I'm going to go ahead and get into it just straight away. King Shark, Bloodsport. Give you my initial reactions on what I think they're going to be. So August is Here in DC Legends with King Shark, one of my favorites. One of my favorites because of the Harley Quinn cartoon. Not one of my favorites because of the Flash series or the comic books. I just like him in that world. That's where I like him, is in the Harley Quinn cartoon. And Bloodsport, rework Spectre and Stargirl. So I have Stargirl 7011 already. She was a disappointment when I took it. Like when I took her there, I never used her again. Like she has very, very niche uses, or she had. I don't know what it is now. Spectre was one that I like Spectre, and I started taking him up, but then I didn't really see a use for him, so I just stopped in the middle of it. So let's see how it goes. So Bloodsport, I think, is the freebie tune of the month. So after Robert DeVoe, I guess that's how you say his name, younger brother lost his arm and legs during the Vietnam War, the man was overcome by guilt. This left him obsessed with violence, a prone target for Lex Luthor's manipulation. Okay. All right, so brute force, damage and 80% chance to apply stun on a single target. Legendary also gain hit chance up, okay, for 2 turns. Sharpshooter, damage to a single enemy and apply up to 8 bleeds. That's a lot of bleeds. Apply heal immunity on the target. All right, bleeds is not, well, I mean, even stun. They're not really what they used to be, just because of the debuff immunity that's running around with Terra and Green Lantern Hal Jordan. So you can find a use for them in certain situations. And I love stun, I love bleeds, I love disease, but it's just not, at least in in-game PvP, it's not really something that you can use that much. Infinite ammo, damage and apply buff immunity to all enemies. Okay. Can't miss if Bloodsport is invisible. Legendary, 50% chance to purge all buffs from the main target. Okay. Not really. I mean, this can't miss would be great depending on how much damage it does. It just says regular damage, not heavy damage. So I'm not thinking you're going to wipe anybody out. So, I mean, it just looks like just an average kit to me to this point. Dog tags. Apply 3 hit chance ups on a random ally at the end of his turn. Legendary. Start the fight with invisibility. Okay, so starting the fight with invisibility is great because then he can't miss on his A3. All right. But that A3 isn't, from what it reads, it's not going to take anybody out. It's not wiping anybody out. He gives himself crit chance up or hit chance ups. So it's about him not missing, which seems to be a lot of tunes lately. Line of sight, gain true sight, which is good. That's good. And invisibility at the start of his turn. That I like. Okay. Legendary, 50% chance to apply stun on a random enemy at the end of his turn. So he just applies it randomly. Just doesn't matter, but he does. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, again, it's still the debuff immunity thing that's the problem. He's energy. So this true sight popping in at the beginning of his turn means that Azrael can't hide behind Barda, which is good. If he does solid damage, then that's great. If he can one-shot Azrael, for example, then that's awesome. Unless you have a Martian Manhunter running, and then you have awareness and. But I mean, come on. I think he reads very average, if not a little bit below average. at least for end game. I don't know about in even mid or early game. If you're having trouble with Azrael and you don't have a counter, then maybe. But or if you're having trouble with evasion ups, but they've given us so many anti-evasion tunes lately. You have Zod, you have Owlman, you had Terra, Starfire, all within the last like 3 months. So unless you're just starting out, I don't see much of a place for him. Unless he just does stupid damage, I don't see much of a place for him. All right, so then King Shark, born in Hawaii. Nanao, I guess that's how you say his name, is a humanoid shark. His father is the king of all sharks, also known as Shark God. Okay. So superpowers: direct hit, damage to an enemy, and apply 20% additional damage for every bleed on the character. Max 5 bleeds. Apply 2 bleeds 3 turns on target after damage. Okay. Again, the bleed stuff that will help with PvE and like some and early to mid game, but once you get to end game, it's so hard to put bleeds on a team, on an enemy, unless you're going 3 or 4 turns deep into a battle. Damage. Oh no, sorry. Deep bite. Damage to a single target and apply 5 bleeds that cannot miss on target. Apply 50% turn meter down on target. I like the 50% turn meter down. Same thing like I said with bleeds before though. All right, so shark attack. Damage to all enemies and apply 30% turn meter down to all enemies. I love that. I love turn meter manipulation no matter what you do about it. No matter where it is. Legendary ability apply stun on the main target. So I like that primary target. And I do like that primary target thing that was also in Bloodsport's kit. So I do like that where you can 50% chance to purge all. I wish that was 100% chance, but 50% chance to purge from main target. Here I like the apply stun on the main target. It's just that same thing again, man. That's the A3 that he's opening up with, and it's if you're doing it auto. This debuff immunity meta that's going on right now is just infuriating. Smells like blood. Every time a teammate deals damage to an enemy, 75% chance for King Shark to use direct hit on a random enemy. I like that. I like that a lot. Purge 3 debuffs on King Shark. I like that a lot as well. Okay, that wakes me up a little bit. Terror in the deep, 80% chance to gain 4 empowered strength ups every time an enemy bleeds. Also apply a medium overheal on King Shark. Okay, so now we're getting into something interesting because the main thing that I've been complaining about when it comes to bleeds and stuns and stuff like that is because a lot of people are running Terra or Green Lantern Hal Jordan, so you're not going to be able to apply these debuffs from the beginning of the battle, and a lot of times in PvP and PvE, and it's a completely different thing. And for you guys who are coming up, who are still early mid game, it's a completely different thing. So this isn't necessarily directed towards you when I say these things. Now, if I know that I can get 4 empowered strength ups every time an enemy bleeds, and I can just run him with like a Red Hood, a Cassandra Cain, Black Manta, a Siren, anybody who lays down bleeds. Now I'm trying to think of how can I get that debuff immunity off of the opposing team and have him gain 4 empowered strength ups every time somebody bleeds, and then have a 75% chance of using direct hit whenever someone else deals damage. I mean, that could be pretty devastating if you set the team up correctly. So I could think of like a Wonder Girl or a Saint Walker being in there just to remove the debuff immunity, and then letting King Shark go ham. Run them with okay. I'm thinking it through. I'm thinking it through. They may be niche or require a bit of work. Or at least he may be. But in my opinion, since I love using bleeds and disease and stun, he could be a lot of fun figuring out how to get him to work in that way. So I mean, I'm positive. I'm up on him. I have a positive outlook on him. I have an average outlook on Bloodsport. I'm not going to admit myself on that. But as far as if you're early to mid game, good. I think King Shark would be good, not great. I think that Bloodsport would be good, not great. In game, I think that Bloodsport is going to be below average. He's going to ride the bench. And I think that King Shark is going to be niche but fun. So that's my verdict so far. All right, now Spectre, the one that everyone's been talking about. Ethereal Punch. Special damage to an enemy, ignore shields, and gain 2 permanent int ups. Damn. Okay, so that makes him a raid beast. Gain 20% turn meter up to self as a legendary point. So on his A1, if you run him under Dark Side, or if you run him under Lex, but if you run him under Dark Side where he's just, oh wow, that's 40% turn meter right there. Oh, ooh, ooh. Damn. Okay. Fear projection. I could even run him on enraged teams, and that would be fun. I could run him under Atrocitus, and he just keep giving himself turn meter up and only using his A1. Yo, I could put him against Harley Quinn, and that would be a plus if I give him some hit chance ups, man. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry. Fear projection. Apply 30% turn meter down and stun. Purge all buffs on target. Legendary. Apply an additional stun to a random enemy. So there's a single target. Now, what would be nice is if you purged all buffs on the target and then apply the 30% turn meter down in the stun, because then the stun is not going to hit if they have that debuff immunity. I don't know which order that goes in, but that could be really boss as well. At least you get the 30% turn meter down out of it if you can apply the stun, which is good. And then that also opens the door for your King Shark or your Bloodsport to do some damage if he's running first. What's the speed on these guys? Okay, so King Shark is relatively slow. I mean, they're relatively slow, about average speed. And then how fast is Spectre? And he's faster than him too? He's about the same speed. He's actually slower once you get him all leveled up. He's slower than King Shark, and he is definitely slower than... Wow, his speed goes up a lot. To 108? Yo, this goes up to... Oh, well, his speed goes up a lot too. What am I looking at here? Okay, so no, never mind. I'm sorry. So he'll still be faster. I don't know what I was looking at there. I was looking at the Bloodsport's going to end up being faster. He's going to end up going for 124. He's going to end up going for 120 by the end of it. And Bloodsport's going to end up going for, do math, 108. So King Shark's going to be the fastest out of all of them. Or that's 114. Yeah, that's one. Okay, 11 and 24. Yeah, that's 124. He's going to be... Okay, sorry. I don't need to be doing math right now. I'm just trying to figure out the order of things like before moving forward. Sorry. I know there's great content sitting here watching me do math in my head. Divine Punishment. Special damage to all enemies. 75% chance to use Ethereal Punch. Oh my god. So, Ethereal Punch, he's going to be doing Ethereal Punch the whole damn time. Like... If I'm running him under Dark Side, then he's going to do the Divine Punishment. Then that gives him a 75% chance to use Ethereal Punch. Then he's going to have another 75% chance to do it again under Dark Side. So that's 40% turn meter up right there out the gate. And then the next move might be Ethereal Punch. And that gets, man, yo, he's kind of reminding me of what Black Adam used to be when he first had his rework like 2 years ago, where he's just getting turn meter all over the freaking place. Apply heal immunity to all enemies. All right. Soul conversion. When any character dies, 75% chance for Spectre to gain 4 intelligence ups and 50% turn meter. Legendary. Use fear projection on a random enemy. So you'll just purge buffs on a random enemy. Soul purge. At the beginning of every Spectre's turn, gain 2 permanent int ups and purge 2 buffs on them. Also gain awareness. He's a monster. Spectre's a monster. Yo, this kid is nuts. I gotta take. He's next on the list. I don't care who I'm working on. I don't know who I'm working on right now. He's next on the list. He's coming 70-11. Like, as soon as I'm done with this, today's Friday. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to see how much I have to take him up as far as I can, and then Sunday, that's where all my gems are going. Damn. Damn. Spectre's a beast. And I think I have enough frags to take him like L4 too. What? All right. Okay. Sorry, man. What? Okay. I need to go back over these stats as well too, because now I need to know the speed so I can. Okay. I'm sorry. That got me kind of excited. Yo. All right. So Courtney Whitmer, also known as Stargirl. Cosmic Strike. Damage to an enemy. Apply 4 strength downs. Legendary, 60% chance to use Cosmic Strike again. So you can put down 8 strength downs. That's great. I'm going to stop mentioning the debuff immunity because there are ways you can get rid of it, kind of. I mean, it's annoying and obnoxious, especially since Terra puts out so many buffs that sometimes you're not guaranteed to remove that debuff immunity when you're trying to do that stuff. But there are ways to work around it. I'm being a little bit pessimistic when it comes to that. There are ways to work around it. So, give crit immunity. Star Force Field. Give crit immunity. 75% shield to all allies. That's a lot of shield. Legendary. Purge 2 buffs on all allies and 50% turn meter up to herself. That ain't bad. Okay, that ain't bad. Stellar Blast. Damage to all enemies. 60% chance to gain damage immunity. I like. 75% chance. 75% additional damage and 3 crit chance downs to enemies. I'm sorry, what? That must be the legendary point. They didn't put legendary in front of it. 75% additional damage and 3 crit chance downs to enemies. I like the 75% additional damage. That's very Wonder Woman Coda. She has that as well on her A3. Okay. At the end of each enemy's turn, turn up to 5 strength ups into. Oh yeah, that's the conversion. 5 strength ups into strength downs, 2 turns that ignore immunities. Thank you. That is what we needed. That ignore immunities. That is what we needed. That makes her so much better because I was trying to run her and Aqualad against Arcus like last year and a half ago, back in the day when debuff immunity was a thing, but not a thing. It was still there, but you still had like a % chance of it happening. And then if they had debuff immunity, sometimes, and I never paid much attention because I tried it for a few days and it didn't work. Sometimes you would remove the strength downs or the strength ups, but it wouldn't convert it because you have a debuff immunity. But if it ignores immunities, bet. Okay, that makes her better. That makes her a lot better. That's if you guys are having problems with Arcus. Also, if you're having problems with Azrael, there's a nice little neuter for you right there. Legendary, 50% chance to gain crit chance ups. 3 crit chance ups. So she definitely wants to crit. That's her thing. She wants to go critical. All right. So, and then Cosmic Projection. Each time an enemy gains a buff in their turn, 80% chance for Stargirl to gain 2 strength ups and 25% turn meter up. Damn. So is this per buff? So like when Terra does her buff everybody thing, does this mean that she's only going to get like each time in enemy? So like she's going to get 4 times 2 times 25%, meaning she's going to get 8 strength ups and 100% turn meter? Or is it for every single buff that Terra's putting out? There's no way they're doing that because Terra puts out a ton of buffs. And that means she'd end up with 45 freaking strength ups. I don't care who you, it could be Bardo. She would still be able to one-shot people. At the beginning of Stargirl's turn, purge 3 buffs on her. 3 debuffs on her. I mean, she looks decent. I mean, you know, like that conversion that ignores immunities, that really got me. I like that a lot. That'll help some of you guys out with Arcus and Azrael. I do like this whole buff to 80% chance to gain strength ups and 25% turn meter. I do like that. She looks like she could be decent, above average. She looks like she could definitely be above average, and especially currently how things are going with Azrael running around, putting her in there to like convert those strength ups. I wish it was more than 10, more than 5, but you know how it is. Especially since he buffs out a turn. Azrael buffs out a turn, so you know. But yo, to this point right now, the winner, in my opinion, right now is Spectre. if I'm not so negative about all the debuffing, if I'm going to look at Bloodsport again and try to be fair. He has a chance to stun on his A1, single target apply up to 8 bleeds on his A2. I don't know why they say up to. I wish it was 8 or just whatever. Just say what the number is. Heal immunity on target. Buff immunity on all enemies. That's always useful. Can't miss if he's invisible. Depends on how hard he hits. But if he is energy, that does help you out with like your Harley Quinns, your Cassandra Canes, and your Doves. 50% chance to purge all buffs on the main target. I mean, I still think that he's like average to below average. King Shark to me seems like with those 4 empowered strength ups, that's the thing that's getting me. Those 4 empowered strength ups, and then adding the rest of his kit to it, him attacking out of turn on his A1. I think he's going to be slightly above average, but niche. I think Spectre is a god now. He's basically S tier. Um, and then Stargirl is much improved. I still would want to use her, but if I had to rank them right now, I would say Spectre will be the best, Stargirl second, King Shark, then Bloodsport. That is how I would say it. That's how I would say it would go, I think. Who knows? So anyway, PvP completion, you get Black Adam. Black Adam is awesome, especially for early to mid game. Right now, he's not so useful in game, but I do still use him for farming purposes, especially when it comes down to Purple Essence. He or Black Flash, Black Flash has replaced him, but having him to farm perp, it makes everything a lot faster just because of how he's built. He doesn't deliver the damage like he used to, but he can still be used in PvP. Honestly, if I wanted to use him in PvP, I could. August 2 showdowns, you have Killer Frost. Love Killer Frost. If we're getting back into where stuns and bleeds are a thing and we can get past the debuff immunity, then Killer Frost and Hawk Girl are right there for me. Firestorm, do not waste your time. Like, collect the frags, all right? I always say that. Always collect the frags, always collect the frags, okay? However, if you can't clear a board, don't freak out because you're losing out on 7 Firestorm frags, okay? Like, you'll be all right. Firestorm is not anybody worth a damn right now. He's had 2 reworks and he's still booty. So, if you can't make it, you're good. Just reset the board. So you have Alien Blitz, Physical Blitz. Yeah, King Shark is the Siege. Bloodsport has his event. Who's a 6-day event? Yep, General Zod. I think I already have enough to take him L5 or maybe even RB1. But I don't have to tell you guys. You guys know, like, General Zod was the king of last month, or technically still this month. But he was the best thing to come out. So go for that event. And then Deadshot, Suicide Squad Hitman. I want him so bad. I don't know why. He's one of the ones that I have like the fewest frags on, so I'm definitely going to be participating in that event. Yeah, and then you have the Siege. Now, this is what the Bombshell Stargirl skin. I have no idea how to feel about this, but this kind of reminds me of like the World War II. What was the name? That woman who was posing, like flexing her arm. When women had to take over for the men who were going into war, like that's what she gives me that vibe. That's what she looks like. So I don't know whether to like it or not. I've never been a fan of like, I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know. Maybe I do. And then the Huntress skin, I kind of want that. Yeah, Huntress Prime Earth skin. However, I don't feel like I'm gonna pay $10 for it. Sorry. Not gonna happen. Supergirl, the new 52 on Connor Kent Connell. Alright, so that's that. That's all of it. I cannot wait to work on Spectre. Stargirl, I'll just go ahead and redo her legendary points since she's already 70-11. King Shark should be fun. And I'm going to try to keep an open mind about Bloodsport. However, I think he's just going to be like just average to below average. But in any case, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Raid Shadow Legends videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And Marvel Future Revolution videos intermittently. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe, hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. And I'll see you guys next time.